Welcome, I'll be reacting to Blake's 7, Season 3, Episode 9. This is a commentary, it is not a market substitute, please support the original, currently on BritBox. And no spoilers in the comments. Seriously, people have already spoiled several things in the last episode. Remember, spoilers mean anything in the future. Plot, actor appearances. Even Servalon would not lower herself to post spoilers, so don't do it either. Ooh, we haven't had a culty episode in a while. Oh, it's a funeral! Love this already. Ooh, beautiful. Probably symbolizing life being snuffed out. What a way to summon your priestess. Wow. Traditionally, there are 3 spirits, so we'll see if this is the last one or if there are more. Could represent the muses as well. 4. 4 would be the symbol of completion in the Middle Ages. 5, that is unusual. She must be like the warding, anchoring presence and priestess. Could that be a healing ring? Or a transport ring? Oh, wow. Fascinating. Is this her quarters? Nice. I have a chair like that.
A sketch of a place I used to know.
Aaron.
Yes, Auron.
I love Callie's necklace right now.
Well, it's pointless to think about it.
That's why you've been shut in here for 10 hours, thinking about Aaron and how you'll never see it again.
Okay, good. I was really worried because Callie lost her sister, her planet in a way. We don't know exactly what happened to all the rest of Aaron. And then they just kind of carried on. Now, she was pretty upset last episode. But her shutting herself in her quarters for 10 hours to just deal with stuff is so much more accurate to how a real person would react. I like that they're bringing this up and not pretending all of that. Losing her family basically didn't happen.
I'm all right.
No, you're not. But you will be. Regret is part of being alive. But keep it a small part.
Oh, I like that. Regret will be part of your life, but make sure it's a small part. Good advice, Avon. Now, will you take some fashion advice? Take that jacket off. Okay, first of all, Dana, this outfit, I don't know how anyone's concentrating on the bridge, but secondly, the musical instrument is the one we saw earlier, used by the apparition spirit thing that was summoned by the priestess, right? Isn't that the same instrument? Maybe they were just saving money on props and I'm reading too much into it.
The vehicle is apparently adrift.
Damaged.
Negative.
Put it on visual.
Confirmed. Scanners in operation.
Is it the
Doesn't
pumpkin?
maintain your usual standards then? Some kind of alien?
Yeah, it's the pumpkin.
The ship registers no life signs.
Well, if it really were alien, it might not register as life.
Good point.
We signal.
Give me a reason.
A reason? It's out there.
In other words, you're bored.
In other words, I don't believe in missing chances.
Any chance this offers is purely hypothetical. On the other hand, any minerals we pull off that asteroid are unique and therefore conceivably useful.
Team, go collect asteroid minerals. Or team, investigate random, potentially hostile alien craft for no reason because you're bored, Terran.
We can't just ignore it.
No, Avon, we can't.
Why not?
Something else to chase? We'll remain here as backup with Dana. You don't mind, do you?
Oh wow, it's been quite a while, hasn't it? Oh, Villa.
I was late getting here, and Villa arrived on his head.
Well, I mean, Villa rarely teleports well. He's always ending up in puddles or falling.
Avon, look at this. This isn't a ship.
It's a funeral
It's a
barge.
tomb.
Looks like an egg.
What the hell?
A tripwire?
It was the thing you were touching earlier, the one the priestess left.
Where are they? Callie, for heaven's sake!
Build up of energy aboard alien ship increasing.
Did they take off the bracelets?
Of course they didn't.
Computed as reaching critical point in 30 seconds.
Put me back on the alien ship.
You heard Zen. You can't go back into that. Besides which, the teleport could fail totally at any moment or go into automatic shutdown.
But it seems to sense her.
Do it!
That took a lot of trust from the whole team of Callie willing to go back, Jada willing to send her back. Could the ship be kind of recognizing her as like a priestess kind of person because of her abilities?
But you wouldn't expect a normal human response, would you? I'm not quite human.
Poor Callie right now. Did she bring the ring back with her? Callie.
Static electricity.
Nothing. It must be your naturally electric personality.
Smooth. Very smooth.
Well, now, that's a great pity, considering that your own ideas are so limited.
Don't try and bluff your way with me, Avon. I know what's been needling you right from the start.
Yeah, she'll be able to operate whatever this is.
As far as it goes, I've made a success of my life. But you?
Can someone just throw Tarrant out in the airlock? I'm sorry. Actually, no, he's not entirely bad. We'll put him down on a nice planet somewhere and leave him.
Warming up to cutting each other's throats.
Poor Callie. I kind of keep saying that, but she's going through so much right now, and instead of being supportive, they're just kind of infighting. It's very human, but not helpful for her. Oh, I like the music.
It must belong to a world or even a galaxy as yet unfamiliar to the human race.
Are you saying you do have some idea?
I am not willing to speculate on so tenuous an oblique a basis. I should, however, warn you that a slight electrical imbalance appears to be...
What did you say?
Aurak!
Aurak, what's the matter with you?
Disconnect me.
Wait a minute, Aurak.
Disconnect.
Don't risk Aurak. Disconnect him. Aurak, are you okay? Aurak!
Aurak!
Zen, check the radiation level in here.
Radiation level normal.
I can't tell how badly.
Yeah, because somebody here, Tarrant, didn't disconnect when he asked.
No time for a discussion, Villa. You stay here.
Stay here, alone. I hope.
Wonderfully vulnerable, Callie. But you won't ever be alone again, Callie. Not now.
I feel like they are taking advantage of her because it's true. She's homesick for someone else to telepathically communicate with. And then the crew has been kind of ignoring her, not understanding what she is dealing with. And it's compounding how alone she feels. And then I've always gotten the idea that Callie is a bit of an extrovert. She does like to be around people, but not in a situation where she's on her own in a crowd, if that makes any sense, which she kind of is right now.
You and I are going to comb the ship for Avon and for the intruder. Whatever it is.
And maybe change your shoes, because they're adorable, but not the best for combat. What's interesting is, I'm thinking back to the apparitions from the beginning. We had the archetype of the fool, which Villa also represents. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean more like the tarot, the ancient tradition of the fool, which in fairy tales is usually the character who survives, the clever one who can play tricks. And then we're seeing here him kind of representing that. We had the other apparition who was doing the martial arts, maybe representing the warrior archetype like Dana. There was the musician. What was the first one? I forget. But I feel like the characters on this ship represent the archetypes that we saw in the opening scene. Am I reading too much into it?
Eh?
Oh, magic is real here.
I don't know that. I didn't mean it.
They are kind of turning into the more archetypes. That is fascinating. Can you use your newfound abilities to fix Aurak, please? We need to get that ring off Callie. Astral projection of Callie? Or could the corpse of the, I assume, former priest or priestess have kind of possessed her after death? It's another possibility.
Then it's used her as a blueprint to make itself a brand new physical shape. Only the whole thing sounds crazy.
It's happening.
Carelessly managed to miss me both times you went by.
Oh, another game. Hide and seek, perhaps.
I was watching this cabin.
You know, if we had gone to the asteroid, we'd all be fine. I'm just pointing out. I guess they're giving him the warrior archetype here.
But I require her life energy to complete this shape. So she'll have to become a part of me. Not dead. Absorbed. I
Good.
never kill superfluously. I think I will accept your ship as your gift to me.
Wow.
You call it Liberator, don't you?
Presumably you could kill us all. So why haven't you?
I told you.
I don't kill superfluously. Yes, yes.
You need instruction, human called Tarot.
Okay, I don't like him, but he doesn't deserve this. Was that Dana's actress singing earlier? I feel like she'd work better, I still think, as the warrior archetype, but they're putting her as the more muse artistic, which is intriguing. But if we heard her singing, that would make a lot more sense, because she has a beautiful voice, if that was her.
I don't think you should look at me like that.
Don't you?
I might interpret it as insolence, which could be uncomfortable for you. Stay where you are.
I feel like if there's anyone that Callie would kind of fight against her for, it is Avon. Even though they clash sometimes, there's always been a chemistry between them from the start. He's, I think, the only one who can just get close enough to do something, or to at least help her to fight. At this point, the only one who can save them really is Callie.
You knew where the danger would be right from the start.
Avon.
You are taking this ship precisely nowhere.
Don't be foolish. Think about human death, Avon. Irrevocable.
I have thought about it. What's keeping you? You claim you can kill me. You better get on with it.
She
Make
can't.
me die.
Not while Callie's alive.
Nothing else you...
Save it.
Come on, fight it, Callie. Oh, this is not good for the Liberator. You got this, Callie. Come
You
on.
made another mistake.
Aha! Yes.
Blind, deaf, dumb, and yet to be sentient, aware, waiting. Centuries of waiting.
Fantastic performance here.
Have to find my world again.
And here's the final apparition they saw. Oh.
So Avon gambled that Callie could be shocked into fighting it, and that it couldn't kill him because Callie wouldn't let it, and it
Right.
worked.
The Liberator is now fully operational.
What about Aurak?
Zen's talking to us again. Even Aurak's back on his feet.
Ah.
What a revolting
Ugh.
thought.
You should be used to those.
Oh my goodness, I thought we lost Orak. Thank you. So this must represent Callie. This is Villa. Interestingly, this is Dana. And then Tarrant. And then they start to leave, and that is when Avon shows up in the prophecy. This was a really interesting episode because I feel like you can rewatch it a lot of times and still be picking up on nuances of symbols and meaning and all the magic and prophecy that's going on. It feels more like watching The Prisoner, where you rewatch an episode so many times and you're still like, okay, what did that mean? And then in this context, what did it mean? A lot of the other episodes of Blake 7 are really fun, but they're definitely like an adventure story. This is the first one that's been super mystical, layers of symbolism going on. I really enjoyed the kind of, I don't know if it was deliberately references to tarot or anything like that, but definitely the archetypes of mythology, religion, magic. And then to have them layered into an alien race that augments that magic with technology is just so cool. This is definitely more something that I would talk about on my other channel. In fact, I might do a discussion over there on mixing tech and magic, because that's definitely something that's talked about a lot in contemporary pagan circles. There's people that are kind of team, no, we need to always do it the ancient way. We're out in the dirt with the twigs and everything. I love that. But there's also the people that are going, no, we can incorporate magic into coding. And they put sigils inside their computers and stuff like that. And that's also very fascinating. And then to have Callie as the bridge between this uber neat mystical alien race doing that, and then the very practical human crew of the Liberator. And then when Avon realized the only thing that could reach Callie at that point when she was being taken over was for him to basically sacrifice himself, he was not 100% sure it would work. I mean, I think both of us were pretty sure Callie would stop it, but he was risking his life here. And it was really interesting to see the culmination of the last few episodes, because Callie was vulnerable because of the loss of her sister and her planet and her people. Avon was vulnerable because he just lost his memory, basically, of Anna being his true love, and then had to basically kill her. And so he was left last time with just, I'm not even sure I want to live. The two of them being the ones to connect and use their shared suffering in a way to save the rest of the crew, I think is really powerful. And it shows, even if you are feeling really down, you're depressed, you've just lost someone you care about, you feel like you're completely inadequate or lonely, in a place that Avon was, that you can still make a difference. You can still save your friends. You can still function. And not just function, but be a hero. I love that that was the message of this episode. And that we continued exploring the difficult emotional state that these two characters had found themselves because of previous story.